Hey guys, how are you doing today? Hope everyone's doing well. I just want to start by saying thank you to everyone who's watching this video right now. I really appreciate it. There's a lot that goes into making these videos, and it's nice to see that people are watching them. Today I'm going to go over a couple things with two SG Epiphone guitars that we purchased recently. One for myself, one for the wife, and we did some upgrades on those. Kept it on the cheap. Let's face it, with today's hard economic times, it's not always easy to come up with the expendable cash to dump into our toys. So we kept it on the budget side of the house, and I think we did pretty good overall with what we did to the guitars. So this video is actually by request. I wasn't gonna make this. We don't usually do guitar videos, but here we are. We're gonna go ahead and do it, and yeah, without further ado, let's get started, right? All right, well, these are the two Epiphone SGs that we purchased. We got these off of Lazada here in the Philippines. These go on sale quite frequently over here, and the normal price is usually right around 9,999, basically 10,000 pesos. What they usually go on sale for is 9,500 pesos. In US dollars, that equates to right around $180, somewhere in that area, depending on what the exchange rate is. So we picked these up with the notion that we were going to go ahead and do a few upgrades to these. This one's the wife's cherry one here, and as you can see, they're actually pretty nice guitars for the price. Sub $200 guitar. You really can't go wrong, especially if you're going to throw some upgrades on there and make them yours. Kind of personalize them a little bit, put your own signature on it, if you will. There's the cherry one. I went for the walnut. I was going to do the black, but I chose to do the walnut one. I just kind of like that furniture, kind of, I don't know, antiquity look in my guitars. Vintage, there you go. Perfect word, I guess. So there's the walnut. Again, you know, they're under 200 bucks, which isn't too bad for what you're getting. Not too bad at all. So, well, we might as well start with what we've done here. We'll start with the wife. They're basically, the upgrades are actually very similar. They're almost identical, actually. And with all these upgrades, I'll go ahead and link the item and seller, the web link, whatever, down in the description block. I know if you're somewhere else outside of the Philippines, like in the United States or whatever, those locations may vary, whether it be Amazon or directly from the manufacturer themselves. Anyways, here we go. The very first thing we did, and this is with both guitars, is we replaced the tuners. And what we replaced them with is Wilkinson tuners. Now these tuners run right about 1,000 pesos, I believe, when I purchased them. So for USD, that's, you know, right around under $20 right now, anyways, with the great exchange rate that we have going on. So Wilkinson tuners on hers, and then Wilkinson tuners on mine as well. They're the same thing. And if we got focus here, I hope we do. I got too many things in the frame at once. There you go. And I believe those are like the Roto style tuners. One looks like it's kind of bent. I need to fix that. Good thing I'm making this video. I'm kind of noticing. There we go. So there's the tuners. The next thing we did, let's start up here, is we put Graphtech nuts in here. The black Graphtech nut. Oh, you see it there? I know, I'm trying to focus here. So these Graphtech nuts, these TUSQ nuts, they run about 500 pesos. And again, it's the same thing on hers, so I won't bore you by showing you the same thing. Okay, so we did the Graphtech nuts. That's about another 500 pesos on top of the 1,000 that we already spent on the tuners. And then on my guitar, I went with open style Alnico 5 Wilkinson pickups. And these ran right around 1,500 pesos for the set, for the pair. And for the money, they're excellent. I have no complaints whatsoever. I mean, I'm not a performing musician, so you know, I pretty much just play inside the house, and they serve their purpose superbly. So they're excellent. They're good pickups. Now, the only thing I did with electronics on both guitars is put an orange drop capacitor in there, and that might run, I don't know, maybe 100 or 200 pesos, something like that. Not very much. So right now we've got tuners, 1,000, nut, about 500. So we're at 1,500 right now. About another 15 for the pickups. So we're at 3,000 pesos. That's under 60 US dollars. 60. And the orange drop capacitor, which again, just maybe a couple hundred pesos. So you're talking right around 3,000 pesos, Philippine pesos, or $60 USD. And you got yourself a pretty darn nice little Epiphone SG. And I've got the Epiphone standard SG inside the other room. And I tell you what, this one holds its own right next to it. So you close your eyes, you really can't tell much difference. Now with hers, once again, the tuners and the nut are the same. Everything's the same. So now we're still at 1,000 pesos for the tuners, roughly 500 for the nut. The only difference here is we're using the Wilkinson Alnico, I believe they're called vintage tone Alnico 5 pickups, and these are the PAF styles. So there's a little bit more. Those are about 2,000 pesos, still under $40 USD. So we're talking 5 for the nut, 1,000 for the tuners, 3,500. So you're in the same pretty much the same ballpark as the other guitar, around 3,000, 3,500 thereabouts. And again, this one has the orange drop capacitor, the .023 capacitor in it, and that's it. I left the potentiometers, left the pots, the potentiometers alone, and the switch and the output jack is all stock. So there you have it. That is it. That is all we did to these guitars, and they sound great, and they play even better. No complaints whatsoever. Hope you enjoyed this video. I tried my best to delineate everything that we did on these guitars. They turned out great. I love them. She loves hers. We have no complaints whatsoever. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you got some good ideas on what you might be able to do. Again, I'll put the links or the links down in the description so you can take a look at it. And if you're in other parts of the country, I apologize. You might have to do a little digging around on your own to find these items if you're interested in purchasing them. I'm not sponsored by any of these guys, so this is all on me. The pickups are, again, they're Wilkinson. The tuners are Wilkinson. Those are all, oh, I forgot to mention, they're all purchased through Music Lily via Lazada. So I know Music Lily has their own website. You can look at these things also. And the nut was purchased at Guitar Pusher here in the Philippines. Again, these items are they're available pretty much anywhere. You just got to go look for them. But I will put the links to where I purchased this stuff down in the description. Thank you guys very much, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.